Hi, Aries. This is Fifth Dimension, and I'm going to bring forth one of your loved ones who is passed and stands beside you here on earth as a guide. This is different than a guardian angel. A guardian angel is assigned to you at birth, and an earth guide is someone who is significant in your life, who is passed, but they stand beside you here on earth as an extra level of love and protection. One way that you can help me be accurate as possible is to pray and meditate over the loved one that you think would be your earth guide. And you will know that by your various connections with them when they were here on earth. Or you might even kind of feel their presence and would just like to confirm that it's the person that you're thinking of. Pray and meditate. And then if this doesn't resonate, watch future readings because I will be able to bring forth your person easier if you pray and meditate beforehand. That will enable them or let them know to step forward. And I look to my left because they always come to me at my left. So anyways, what I do is I pray and meditate and I say, Divine Great White Light, Spirit Guides, please bring forth the loved one who is passed for the sign of Aries, or the loved one who passed might have been an Aries. So you can view these in both directions. All right. I pull out eye color, numbers, letters, occupational energy, just energy as a person. And the last thing I show you is if they could say anything to you, what would they say? And it's usually a beautiful message, and it is something that you were wanting to hear or wanting to know. So let's get started. Without further ado, I don't want to take too much of your time. That's why I spend the time beforehand getting this all ready for you. All right, so for the Aries viewer or the person who passed as an Aries, I have a young lady. She wasn't young. I mean, I'm going to tell her story. So she was older when she passed. But when she was young, she was raised on a farm, and she worked on that farm. Probably was her father's farm. And she did work from very young. The favorite animal on the farm was goats. That was her favorite animal. She did earn money from this farm. Either her father passed and she inherited it, sold it, and of course I do see her kind of that the farm still exists, but somehow she gained abundance from this farm there that she was raised on, or the land that she lived on. And so she did this most of her childhood and young adulthood. And then, of course, there was something missing in her life, and that was a mate. And a very nice man came into her life who was very, very, very important to her. Now, at some point, I see her significant other receiving news that she had passed. And of course, he felt great grief and adversity. And you might be the person that's watching, or you might be one of her children that is watching this, or a sibling. So you would know of this man. He received the news first that she had passed, and it really turned his whole world upside down. He tried to keep the farm going in the sense that whatever it was she was into, whether it be cattle or crops or whatever, he stayed. After she passed, he stayed there and tried to keep things going. It didn't go well for him in the sense that he just could not get past her passing. Yeah, it just sent him in a whirlwind, upside down, heartbroken. And I see at the funeral, he was just absolutely distraught. So I believe he may still be alive, or he may have passed just recently himself. So anyways, I'm going to tell you some characteristics about, some things that are descriptive of her. Like I have that she smoked or used tobacco, and this did affect her lungs. I'm not sure if that's what was the result of her demise or not. But while she was alive, she had some skin issues. She also had some things going on with her kidney. And I think as related back to the farm intuitive hit I was getting, I got the physical activity card. So she was very physically active. So even if she smoked, she was very physically active, and honestly did a lot from sun up to sundown is what I feel. As far as her personality goes, her energy, I believe that she loved yellow, and it could just be that she loved the sun. If she did crops or cattle or things like that, obviously when the sun was out, that was good fortune for her and her occupation. And so yellow was definitely one of her most favorite colors. And as far as her energy goes, she was extremely confident. I wrote some notes here. She was focused, outspoken. She liked to be in control. She liked to make all the decisions. She was self-motivated, though, and a multitasker, which is totally what I'm getting from her. Lots of energy and lots of physical activity for her. I asked the divine to give me an eye color. I received blue, beautiful blue eyes. And even if they weren't this exact color, this shade tells me, and this is an eyeball marble, but anyways, this shade kind of tells me that when you looked at her, you went right to her eyes. Her eyes were beautiful, and they grabbed a person. When they would talk to her, they would look right at her eye color. So her eye color was very beautiful and very distinct. All right, and then I asked for some letters that will be representative of this person. So don't force things to fit, but think outside the box. These letters could be her first, middle, last name, possibly maiden name even. Sorry, I should adjust these before I turn on the camera. But it's funny because I got yo. Maybe she said yo. I don't know. Maybe she did the yo-yo. Maybe she was really good at the yo-yo. I have VM. Maybe she left a voicemail on your phone before she passed. So the letters that I have coming forth are Y, V, O, and M. So like I said, don't force it to fit, but think outside the box. I thought that yo was funny. All right. I also asked for some numbers that would be representative of her birth month, death month, date of any of those months, or an age where something significant happened in her life. You can already see the 22 there. Let me get these all up. All right, we've got 22, 15, 21, 5, 2, and 17. So could be that something significant happened in 2015, 2017, or at the age of 15 or 17. The 5 could represent May. The 2 could represent February. So a date significant to her might be May 22nd, May 15th, May 21st, May 17th, or February, same way around, February 22nd, 15th, 21st, or 17th. So like I said, don't force it to fit, but think outside the box. These could be representative of her address, the last 4 digits of her cell phone number. So that's what I mean about think outside the box. So, all right, now we're going to do my favorite part because I think it's so beautiful. I have cards that I call Stairway to Heaven. I call them that. They're not called that. I feel like they are messages directly from this person to you, and I am able to deliver them, which I hope brings you a blessing today. She wants you to know, which this is funny because I have her around goats as a small child. I am surrounded by loving animals. So she had a genuine love for animals. I believe they were a big part of her life from the time she was a small girl. And here's another message from her. Believe in yourself, you can do it. So are you personally going through a challenging time and that she feels the need to say this to you? If so, just know that she's saying to believe in yourself, you can do it. Not to mention, She watches over you every day. So she is beside you here as an earth guide. And she just wants you to know, if you feel her presence, it's not in your imagination. You're not losing your mind. She is beside you. And she also wants you to know, my mind is free. So there might be something that, you knew about that she kind of felt trapped mentally somehow about something in her life that you would only know about. This is a message from her to you, and she says, my mind is free. So you would probably know what that meant. But I hope that this brought some blessing and some light and love to your loss and your grief. And I am so sorry for your loss. And just know that the bright side is that she is beside you here on earth as an extra level of love and support and protection. So I hope you have a blessed day, and thank you so much for your time. Please hit subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And watch for future readings. Thanks, and bye from the fifth dimension.